Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for May 31st, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our first case, please? Hi, Roa.
In cause number 2021-0D00721, State of Texas versus Erica Garcia. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Mr. White, you there?
He's got a very happy profile picture here.
Hi, this is Tanya. Mr. White is currently in an in-person contested revel on the 384th.
Okay. Do we know when, do we know, was this the one that Mr. Yanez was also on, or no? Is that a different case?
No, that's Saldivar.
Okay. Do you know when Mr. White is going to be available?
Let me see if I can get him now, or if the contested revel hasn't started. I'm gonna walk away really quick. I'm just like 100 yards away, so okay.
Sure, no worries. If not, if Danny can log on or something, we can do that. Let's go to let's give him a minute. So I don't see, let me see. I guess PD's has Ruben Ramirez, but I believe that's going to be a plea. Like, we can go on to maybe Mr. Anchondo's, Mr. Nunez's case.
Okay.
Mr. Anchondo, are you there?
Good morning, Judge.
Yeah, good morning.
In cause number 2021-0D02706 and 2020-0D02897, State of Texas versus Pedro Nunez. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Christopher Anchon on behalf of Mr. Nunez, we are ready.
Good morning. We are here, final hearing plea deadlines on both. Kind of feel like the last time we were here, we were talking about maybe the potential for a resolution. If not, and we're looking to go into another trial date, I'm going to ask, I intend to specially set it. And so we'll look at dates down the road. Where are we?
We have a resolution. I just need to, I'm going to get the plea documents from Ms. King, and then I'll go down and meet with Mr. Nunez.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to reset the final hearing plea deadline for 2 weeks. Basically, that's just the turnaround time, Mr. Anchondo, to get the plea papers. And if we run into a hiccup, just know that's what I'm looking at further down ladder of 2022 to get us a special setting. But I think you guys have this taken care of. So reset for 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. May be excused.
You, sir. Yeah, you may,
Thank
sir. Thank you. All right, let's get to Mr. Wyatt's case again, please.
Yes, ma'am. Please pardon my tardiness.
Absolutely no worries. I'm starting to see more of the effects of this more in-person stuff for you all, so totally understand. We're on Erica Garcia, final hearing plea deadline. Ms. King, what is the rec?
Your Honor, it's going to be credit for time served for a misdemeanor class A. We're still, Mr. Wyatt and I are still kind of discussing that.
Ultimately, Mr. Wyatt, if we're at that class A misdemeanor, are we not going to trial, or is it still a kind of a sticking point?
Yes, ma'am. We had just started talking about that this morning, and at that kind of wreck, based on the charges and stuff, I guess we're going to have to get to the particulars, but I'm going to have to take that, I think, one way or another. Too good to turn down.
Is it something you all can square away fairly quickly? Like, can I reset this for Thursday and you can tell me if you have it worked out?
I think so.
Okay. I would hate to lose the trial setting if it's something that we know we've got plea papers and all that taken care of and basically an agreement, then it gives me less heartburn to reset it, right? So we'll just do Thursday at 10 a.m. For my purposes, you letting me know that we've got plea papers signed up, that's fine. And then we'll just look at scheduling the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. See you on Thursday. Take care, guys. Thank you, Mr. Wyatt.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Page 2, Judge. In cause number 2021-0D02388, State of Texas versus Abel Olivas. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Good morning, Anthony Gonzalez on behalf of Mr. Olivas.
So I show this, have we just not, we have an outstanding warrant. Is this one where we are just missing Mr. Olivas
Yes,
forever
ma'am,
and ever?
Judge. Forever and
Hmm.
ever, Judge. He resides in New Mexico near Carlsbad.
Okay,
Impossible to get a hold of him. And at the
Okay.
very beginning, he was offered such a sweet deal. He needed to go in and get 2 UAs and they were going to dump it. The truth of the matter is, Judge, it's not a good case against him, but he's not cooperating. So,
understood.
yeah.
He doesn't want to play. Okay, so Myrna, what we're going to do is just reset the jury trial about 6 months down the road. So just give us a trial setting with a final hearing plea deadline. And to me, it is our warrant. So when we catch up to him, we'll start setting other things. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Are you
Thank you.
appointed on this one or
Yeah, I'm
retained?
appointed. I was thinking about maybe filing a motion to withdraw. He's a little bit of a consternation to me. Because I try, when people get good deals like that and they won't listen, it does bother me.
So I'll leave that up to you. What I will tell you though, because you're appointed, feel free to submit a voucher up until this point. As you know, during COVID, that will not close out the case. I kind of am inclined to leave you on just to see, so that all your work does not go to waste. But I certainly understand if you want to file a motion to withdraw. In any event, feel free to submit your voucher.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, take care.
you.
Who's next?
In cause number 2021-0D0-0758, State of Texas versus Alex Anthony Rodriguez. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Alex Shawala for Mr. Rodriguez. We're ready.
Again, final hearing plea deadline on my list of cases. I have a notation not going because I remember Mr. Shawala was emphatic in his arguments last time that we didn't know why this was still pending. Ms. King, have we met somewhere in the middle or no agreement?
As of right now, no agreement, Your Honor. The videos that are on portal, they are in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. So I'm trying to actually have some assistant to have that, to kind of just grasp an idea of what is being said in the video.
All right, so translations are late.
Well,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
Not just,
It sounds like.
that's my
Honor,
team.
for the review of the case, for just my own, not translation as anything. Yeah.
What are the videos? I mean, this case is, we're at the end of 2021. Let me ask, is there a rec?
Your Honor, yes, there is a rec right now. It's going to be 3 years deferred.
Okay,
Your Honor, we wouldn't take anger management for dismissal. We wouldn't take anything. So
so you all are set for trial, Ms. King. I know, and I'm sure you're aware, just in terms of all the cases that are set. Are you ready to go, Mr. Shawala?
we are, Judge.
Okay, then you all are on the hook for Friday. I'll tell you right now, all I have is a panel of 60, although I'm really trying to get the Commissioner's Court panel, but depends on other courts. So as soon as I have, jury sheets, I will make sure and get them to you guys. We'll see who else is left, but be ready to go on Friday.
Judge, are we doing it there in the Commissioner's Court, or are we in the 210th? Where should I go?
So we are looking at, I'm thinking it's more likely it'll be here in the courtroom, but that's what's kind of in flux. Anticipate, unless we have some other disposition, we should probably come back for a quick conference on Thursday. So I'll say 10:30 on Thursday, a continuation of the final hearing plea deadline. If there are any updates, any motions that need to be heard, I'm not going to require them in person. We'll do them via Zoom, but I don't have too many that I have for this week. So you all are one of them. I don't know if you're number one yet, but we'll see. So I think it's more likely Mr. Shawala will be here, but I'm hopeful I can get that Commissioner's Court, which will give us 100 versus the 60 we could have in the courtroom. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you. We'll see you on Thursday. Who's next?
Second page 1, Judge.
Okay.
In cause number 2020-0D0-3820, State of Texas versus Dante Morgan. Announcement of council, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
And Myrna Pages. Sorry, Judge, I can't get my video. There I am. Myrna Pages for Mr. Morgan. Ready, Your Honor.
Okay, final hearing plea deadline, Ms. King. Oh, this is another one of our missing in action.
Yes. Judge.
What's
I've
the
never-
rec?
5 TDC.
Oh, well, that might be part of why. All right, so we have no contact with the client, Ms. Pages.
No, Judge. I've never met him, never talked to him, nothing.
It looks like we lost him since November of last year. That'll be another one, Myrna, that we put about 6 months down the road. Ms. Pages, what that means is just, we'll check in at some point so I don't lose track of this case.
Okay.
If he gets picked up, then we'll schedule some other settings. I'm sure you'll probably be made aware of it. And we'll
Okay.
go down that route. So 6 months. Please reset. All right, anything else on this one?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused until this afternoon?
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Who's next, Mr. Manufo?
Bottom of page 2, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
In cause number 2020-0D02497 and 2020-0D01208, State of Texas versus Zulena Brown. Announcement of council, please.
Baba King for the state of Texas.
I believe that's
Good morning,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Hi.
Edward Hernandez on behalf of Ms. Zulena Elaine Brown.
Oh my goodness. You have multicolored pens in your pocket? That was so cute. Okay.
What can I say? I'm kind of obsessive compulsive, like my
That's cute.
clients.
All righty. So judges conference, but on Miss Brown. Well aware of Miss Brown. Where are we on Miss Brown's cases?
Yes, Your Honor. And the last time I'd spoken to my client, she was not, she wasn't stable yet. So I've got to meet with her again and see if she's stable before I proceed. But I wanted to give her 2 or 3 weeks
Mhm.
to do that. I'll see her this week.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well, if you have any concerns that you feel you need to act on, we're not coming back until July 19th. So if you need to file anything, just give us a heads up if you're looking at any competency issues, things like that, okay?
Yes, sure. And I wanted to see if she just stabilized on her
Sure.
own, getting the medication at the jail. So
Yeah.
I'll see this week and I'll set something ahead of time if I think she's stabilized now.
Mr. Hernandez, let me ask, have we had her comped before?
I believe she was not competent at a point, but by the time I'd gotten the case, she had
Mhm.
stabilized. And that's why I
Right.
think it would happen again.
Okay.
But the very last time I talked to her, she was,
Not
I
well.
think, not stable. And that was about 3 weeks ago or so. So I'll go ahead and visit with her this week. I got to go back to the annex and let me see how she's doing, and then I'll proceed from there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hernandez. Do you have anything else on the docket?
Nothing else that I know of, Your Honor.
Okie dokie. Then thank you for your efforts.
Thank
Who's
you, Your
next?
Honor. Am I excused?
Yes, sir. Take
Thank you.
care.
Mrs. Bobbin is here for 10 o'clock, Judge, but the interpreter is not here and her client might be here. I need to check. But Mr. Coronel, what are you here on, sir? Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What case are you here on, sir?
We're here on the James Alega case.
Okay, that's the one. It's only set for a status today, but a motion for continuance was filed. And
That's right, Judge. We have some problems with the evidence, Judge.
well, let's get on the record. Is Mr. Roberts going to be here, Mr. Coronel?
He should be, Judge.
Okay. Let's give him a minute. Misty Bobbin, who are you here on? Are you on regular docket stuff or trial cases? Or both?
Good morning. I'm here on Ms. Diaz.
Let me identify this caller, Judge, to see if that's Ms. Diaz.
Okay. Was your client going to be logging in, Mrs. Bobbin? Yes?
Yes, Judge. I have to log.
Okay. Still
And
shows
the-
connecting.
And the interpreter will log in at 10 o'clock, Judge.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and wait on that. Let's just, oh. Okay. It still looks like she's connecting. All right, then we'll go ahead and go back to Mr. Alegre's case. So if we already had announcements on, oh, is she there? But she needs an interpreter, Marfo. Ms.
Yes,
Diaz, is
Judge.
that you?
I don't think she has audio, Judge.
No, she doesn't. Okay, well, we'll wait for that and wait for the interpreter as well. Okay, so did we already have announcements in Alegre? Yes?
No, Judge.
Go ahead and call it, please.
In cause number 2020-0D0-6507, State of Texas versus James Alexander Alegre, announcement of council, please.
King for the state of Texas.
Sergio Coronado, Your Honor, and Charles Roberts on behalf of the defendant.
And we're scheduled for a status conference today. As I was mentioning briefly off the record, let me see if I can find it again. The court did receive a motion for continuance on, let me see, another motion. On this case, let me just videotape statement. Okay, so we're having some issues. Mr. Coronado, have you spoken with the state on this
Yes, we
matter?
have, Judge. We've spoken to ROA, but besides the problems of one of the videos, which is a statement from our client at the station with one of the detectives.
Mhm.
Besides that, there is an audio recording that is mentioned in the discovery that has not been produced to us yet, and it's a recording of the family of the alleged victim in the case, Judge. And so we need that, and I think Ms. King is trying to see if she can get that.
Yes, Your Honor. I have followed up with both requests.
And what is the status?
The status, the one that's missing, my investigator is trying to get a hold of the detective. And then the video that is not very clear with the audio. I have actually spoken to the media room this morning, and they're trying to see if pulling up the original one is any different than what was uploaded.
Okay, I see Mr. Roberts is connecting. Mr. Roberts, are you there?
I'm unmuted, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we were just discussing the motion for continuance and the issues. I guess there's two. One is an audio or video that has very poor clarity, I guess. And then in another missing video. The state has, I guess, with respect to the missing video, made an inquiry, but we don't have any update on that. In terms of the other video, the audio quality, has anyone looked at that from your office? I mean, is there any to make it better? That's what I'm concerned. I don't know if it can get better or not.
Go ahead.
We have not been able to get it where I can hear every word. In some cases, they're actually talking. But that probably can't be helped. But there's the rest of it is just so quiet that, I mean, it's such a low volume. It apparently was recorded at max. You can't turn it up. But we're working on it. We're going to get somebody that knows something about sound.
Okay. So in terms of the motion for continuance, I believe that was filed on the 27th. Were those the only bases for the continuance?
Your Honor, now that we're in it, I believe we've had some other problems, but I think we need more time. I didn't realize that, but this statement is absolutely good. The police officer says he confessed everything. I don't hear that at all, but I would hate for one thing that you can't hear that well to determine it, you know.
So I'm having some trouble. I'm hearing some feedback or I hear what you're saying, Mr. Roberts. We're just having a little bit of audio issues. I'm going to withhold ruling on the motion for continuance for now. I want to see by the final hearing deadline.
Mr. Coronado, would you please mute? I think that's just strange.
Okay, I'm going to mute both of you. Well, I keep trying to mute. There we go. Okay, let's see. Does that help? Okay. I'm going to take the motion for continuance under advisement. I'm going to withhold doing that until I see what the state has done between now and June 7th. Please, I mean, I'm not saying I'm denying the continuance. I want to see some movement since these are, I don't know what other issues there are. I certainly understand the ones that are brought up with the missing video and a video that, you know, if it's supposed to be a full-on confession basically, and can't hear it, that's a problem. And I don't know that that's fixable, but that's for you all to figure out, Ms. King. And so I'll check in with you all at the final hearing plea deadline on June 7th. I will tell you this, if we go beyond this trial date, I need you all to consult with each other and find a good turnaround time because I intend to reset it quickly again, specially set. I really hate to lose my special settings because in this case, for sure, we had the Commissioner's Court reserved specifically for this case. And as you can imagine, with all the courts going to trial, those are very valuable. I hate to lose them, but that's okay. I understand the issues here. So I'll see you all on the 7th of June.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you both. Thank you all. All right, who's next?
Bottom of page 3, Judge.
Go ahead.
In cause number 2015-0D03448, State of Texas versus Yernia Diaz. Announcement of council, please.
Well, came for the state of Texas.
So we need to, let me just stop really quickly. We need to let the, turn on the interpreter function and allow Ms. Santos to get set up with Ms. Diaz.
Is she on?
She's
I
one.
don't know that she can hear, Judge. She's not made any movement, and when she came on, it was weird.
She
But she knows how to unmute.
Ms.
Señora
Diaz?
Señora Diaz. Señora Diaz. Señora Diaz.
¿Sí?
Okay, Ms. Santos, if you're able to speak with her. No. She's frozen now. Oh. So let's take a quick break.